Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Star Wars action figure review for this day. As I said, the new Saga Legends and the Clone Wars arrived at our store just today actually, and I only picked up 2 Clone Wars figures, which I've just reviewed, so I'll be moving on to the Saga Legends figures I picked up today. I was kind of really looking forward to the Saga Legends figure wave because it has had some figures I've been looking for quite a while, and I do not have in my collection at all, not any versions of them. Usually Saga Legends is a kind of repack wave or army builder wave or whatever, or series, sorry, whatever you want to call it. But sometimes a few figures will hit the wave, which I believe haven't really been that well out before. So I was kind of glad to actually see this one. The last one we're missing its work vintage will be out in perhaps 14 days, something like that. I'm really looking forward to it. But first figure I picked up from this set, as I opened the box, first figure that jumped into my hands, literally, was this one, Princess Leia as the Boussh, or however you pronounce that. I'm not quite sure. As far as I can tell from picture reference, this is a repack of the Saga one. But considering that I don't have one, I don't give a fuck. It is a very, very cool figure indeed. It's well sculpted. It's a little less articulated, but then again, it being a repack, I hadn't expected much. Considering the last Boussh, I believe that was the Saga version. That's just been repacked for a few years now. Always kind of skipped Denmark for some weird reason. I haven't seen it at any conventions yet. But I will need to. I got this one now. An advantage over the Saga one. I got a stand because she doesn't stand very well on her own. I'm just going to be showing you the packaging here with a very, very nice picture of Boussh. And yeah. Or Leia as Boussh. It's kind of hard to kind of see see the difference between the Clone Wars and the Saga Legends unless you're really into it for story employees. So we'll kind of have the Clone Wars legacy problem all over again now for the next few years. At least vintage is going to differ out, but we'll have a problem with these for normal story employees. But I think they did really well is if you look on Aura Singh. Because they made this blue and they generally do the clones, but this will be orange. And another thing I really like on the back here, they put up here what she belongs with, the Rebel Alliance. So for instance, if you buy a Boba Fett, I think they'll have some kind of fringe icon or something, Mandalorian icon perhaps. Well, really not a big problem for me. Yep, and the Saga Legends as well comes with the battle cards. Oh yeah. And the dices. So, no getting rid of these by any means still. I would have preferred the Builder droid, really, but alright, they get me stands instead. Kinda have to live with it. Anyways, the packaging, very cool. Backside here. I'll just be reading the backside for you. Princess Leia disguises herself as the bounty hunter named Boussh. Her ruse is part of an elaborate plan to rescue Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. The Crime Lord is displaying the carbonite frozen body of Solo in his palace on Tatooine. The rescue is successful and she releases Han from his frozen state. And then we switch over to the slave Leia, if I had it around. Because that's going to what's happening in the next picture. The figure is very, very cool, as I said. Features a removable helmet. And you got Leia's face. This big gun stick, I'm not sure what it really is. I've never looked into it, to be quite honest with you. And I probably won't for a while. And the little terminal detonator right here, which can be removed as far as I can tell. Let's see. Yep. Comes out there. And there's a hole in her belt. Yeah, I can put it, but I'll just be putting it back into her head. Because I kind of like that thing. She's got ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, swivel elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waists, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and no ankle articulation actually. So yeah, must be kind of a repack one, or at least a kit bash version, something like that. It's a very, very cool figure. I'll just be giving you a look again at him. Looks very nice. If you haven't got it, I suggest you go pick it up whenever you get the Saga Legends available in your country. For the US, that would be about August or something, I believe Hasbro said. But the world can expect a bit earlier, because they can't control everything there. But it's a very, very cool figure. And actually, for once, a female character with peg holes in her heel. But no, I believe they did that because she doesn't have any angle articulation. That's why it's possible, I suppose. Well, the figure is very nice. As you can see, if you remove the weapon, the base is kind of big for her. It goes all the way over here. The bases are quite huge, really, but you get a base, and it's kind of nice. You could almost, if you put her standing on this leg in this peg, and put a figure standing on the opposite leg here, you could probably fit 2 figures in each peg. Not that I will do it, but it's kind of a nice feature. In fact, if you're gonna like amass battle droids, for instance, look, put them rank and file would be very nice. So this Boussh, an 8 out of 10. Of course, the articulation could have been better, and it's a repacked figure, but I'll live with it. It's kind of nice. Also, a new thing about the Saga Legends: in the old days, or back before they came with the package of weapons, you know, you remember this one. The clone pistol, the battle droid blaster, DC-15 rifle, DC-15 carbine, this huge gun I don't know what it is, and this rifle thing. But they've done something new. They added 2 different packages, which means you either get this or one of the new ones. I have the new ones laying around right here. One where you get the DC-17 blaster. The carbine or whatever it is. The sink one with a grenade attachment. Another huge gun, I don't know what it is. Probably Sandshrew, I think actually it is. Some kind of. And then you get quite a few little pistols then. There's 2 of them. And a few more here, and one of them is actually the Jango Fett blaster pistol. And then there's the last and the 3rd set, which means you get the ARC rifle. You get another DC-15 rifle, which is cool. You need that for your clones. DC-15 carbine. Got a lot of those already. One of the same guns as in the other pack I showed you. And then 2 different guns right here. I think it's kind of nice that they ensured that now, instead of just getting the same guns over and over, for instance, we get the DC-17, which has really been annoying to find, I believe, for customers, as the Delta Squad, Omega Squad, and the Republic Commando one had him. And this one you can only get in the big packs with Delta and Omega, you know. I think it's really nice to actually pack these out instead into the packs as well, so you can get a few more different weapons into your assortment. But anyways, this was it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned because I got a few more reviews just coming up in a minute.